Hi everybody, and welcome to video 3 in our Slim Industrial Grunge series, the papers from Pink Monarch Prints. And make sure to go over to the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group for all kinds of fun and special days on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And on a side note, we are looking for designers that have freebies either through their Ko-Fi shop or just freebies that they would like to donate just to the group, no one else, just to our group, for Freebie Friday. Okay? Alright, so now in video 1 we got this done, plus we put this together. Then or we put it together. We figured it out and put it together. I don't even know now. I know we did this in video 2. I'm behind on cards already. I need one for here. And this is writing. Okay, and I put a dot on this. And let's see. So we're going to do page 3 and 4. And this is video 3. So we don't know what got done in 1 and 2. So here's everything for page 3. I inked up this envelope. I love being able to use a business envelope without having to cut it off at the top. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take this. What did I do? I made a mess somehow. Okay. Aha! That's what I've done. Sorry about that. My little note system is very important to me. Okay, so, and also the fact that all of my paper clips face the same way in the paperclip bowl. Alright, so we're going to, this is going to be the card. See, we got that part prepared. This is going to be the envelope back, the envelope front, and the paper. So we're going to make sure to paper this one this time. Let's set this stuff behind me. And we're going to paper this. Paper this bad boy. Okay. Now we're going to have to use the bottom because the bottom is the narrowest and it's going to go straight up. Sorry if I'm talking funny. I still am back from the dentist today. My mouth isn't numb, but I'm not used to these 2 temporary caps that I have on my front teeth. Pretty soon I'm going to have 6 front teeth that match, and then next year all 4 of the middle top ones, all 4 of the middle bottom ones will match. Kind of crazy, isn't it? Insurance only covers so much. And then you got to do the out-of-pocket thing, and well, that thing's not happening. Alright, so I'm going to cut this. And remember, the height is already correct. So let's make sure this fits before we ink it. Okay, that looks right. Let's put this to the side. We don't need it right now. Then we're going to ink this. So this is the second video for today. Could be the second one you're watching today. That would be nice. If you would refer the videos to your friends, that would be nice as well. Share them. For some reason, and I don't mean to say woe is me or anything like that, but for some reason viewership is down. Could be the Victoria Design kits. I just don't think people are realizing they can use any kit. It doesn't have to look exactly the same. Just, you know, the flips and flops and stuff, flaps and stuff can be the same. Like I said, you can go to Line.Arrow, you can go to Nonstop Paper Crafts, you can go to, trying to think of who else. Try those two first at Etsy. And there's some larger kits there. Oh, there's some larger kits at Teddy Treasure Shop. And, you know, a couple like that. So if you take a look around, you can find a larger kit to give you that what do you call it, variety in the numbers of papers, and the numbers of papers that you have is larger. Okay, so this is the paper. We're going to make a belly band out of this as well. So I was thinking 2 inches wide, but I think that's going to be too much. Well, it doesn't matter because the envelope's going to flap over it. So let's do 2 inches wide. And then we'll use the rest of it to paper the envelope front. Okay, and we'll ink this. We're going to need to make it so that it opens towards the outside. So we need to put this far enough in to get the card in and out. Okay. We're going to have one heck of a card, aren't we, for this one? I love it. I love the idea of all the large cards and all the cards that we're putting in this one. On top of the envelope, on the front of the envelope, I'm going to finish cutting out some of the pockets and the ephemera. The other pockets that we stacked, I just went and cut those out specifically. Or as my daughter used to say when she was little, pacifically. Without an S. It's a lot of inking on 11-inch page, or a piece of paper. Look at this. I just started using this in the last video, and there's pieces of foam flying off already. Okay. So this will go here, which means the envelope is going to face the other way. So let's paper the envelope. We're not going to put a window in it. We're going to put pockets on it. We could even put another belly band on it. That would kind of be fun. A belly band on a belly band. Okay, so let's cover this. So we're going to cut this here, and we're going to cut it here. And we're going to have to duplicate some papers in this one. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to print some out twice. Look at that big bad envelope. Now this is directional, so we're going to put it this way. This is already in the right direction. To me, it's directional. This looks like a flower. These look like leaves coming out, so the flower is going to point up. It's my own crazy personal opinion. Oh, and I've already cut this on the side for another large pocket. Which is going to face the wrong way, so you'll only be able to get the card out once it's open, once the envelope has been folded out, which is fine. It's a very skinny journal. I think I measured that the widest part of it was, or the narrowest part was 3.5 inches, and the widest part was 5 inches. I'm going to ink this off screen so I can ink it over the floor. You guys have seen me ink paper before. Why is this not looking like the corners are grunged up? I'm really wishing that I had had walnut stain. I don't know if I said that before. I need to buy some walnut stain, and I need to buy the new color by Tim Holtz, which I can't think of the name of right now. I think it's something timber. Timber. Okay, so we're going to glue this on the front of the envelope. Goodness. Okay, flower side pointing up. Okay, and we'll paper the back. I cut the peel off strip off because we didn't need that wide of a flap. Plus I didn't want to deal with it. It's too bad we couldn't make it go the other way. We have these lines to write on. But who's to say once you have it open you can't write on it, right? Right. And that's R-I-G-H-T, not W-R-I-T-E. I don't know why, but whenever I get on camera, I get sniffly. I don't know if it's because of the talking resonating in my head. Okay, let's make it this wide. Not tall. Almost enough for a hidden pocket. Make sure this fits. Okay, we'll ink it. Off camera. I was going to keep talking to you while I was on the paper trimmer, but I had my pencil in my mouth. My pencil, and you could see the teeth marks on this. Where I put it in my mouth, which is probably disgusting. But they're my germs, so. Lots of people put their pencils in their mouth while they're thinking, while they're using it. We could make pockets out of some of the scraps for the back. Or maybe one at the top and a writing space at the bottom. I don't know. Be nice to have a big writing space, but we've got all these great big giant cards. So I'm not sure that that is going to work. Great big business envelope. Okay. Okay, now we're going to glue this to this, and we need to do it, now this is right side up, we need to do it this way. Oh, that's going to make them upside down on here. We'll do this way. It's going to open up the wrong way. Should have thought about that when I did the paper. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's going to open towards this way. Well, I guess that's all right. It opens up flat. I'm such a dum-dum sometimes. And that would make the front and the back go in different directions. Okay, let's see. This is going to be the right way. So we'll center this on here. sure that folds flat. Okay. I'm going to take this and put the glue on it, top and bottom, to make the belly band. So we need to put it over here. Really don't know how one could be longer than the other since we didn't trim the paper top and bottom. Okay, let's re-ink this. And we'll glue it in the book. Cover that. Okay. See, I'll probably have to print another one of this. This is houndstooth. Is that what this is called, this pattern? I think it is. Go all the way down. Holy moly, Batman. You know what I feel like? I feel like I have braces on my bottom teeth because the temporary ones don't fit like the regular ones do. And the temporary ones, believe it or not, the two bottom front teeth are just one piece. So it just feels weird. You know, I really don't mind getting my teeth done, you know, going to the dentist and all that. And I actually fall asleep in the dentist's chair when they're drilling and doing whatever. That was one of Oz's hairs. Yep, I think it's a good thing that we got the pattern all the way around. Okay, so we've got this, and guess what we forgot to do? A magnet. So we could do one now, but then when we put the paper in and out, it would hit the magnet. So we're going to need 2 cards for this. Let's make the card that goes inside here. This paper. Then I'll make a card off camera, a bigger one for the belly band. Okay? So let's put this in here. Oh, look at that. I swear to you, I did not measure it ahead of time. I really didn't. All right, so we got that. Unbelievable. Well, that worked out well. Seems like it should be a little bit wider, doesn't it? That's white. I make a bunch of these at a time. I have a die that I got from Temu, or Temu, whichever way you want to call it. And it has 4 of these that I did not take apart, so I don't have to go for. So I left the 4 together, and then I run them through, and I make usually 16 or 20 at a time, depending on the piece of paper that I use, or if I decide to use 2 pieces of paper. Sorry about this inking off camera, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm doing. And I'm going to put the color on here like this to grunge it up. Then I'm going to fold it in half. Perfectly on the first try. Then I'm going to ink the end across here on both sides. I'm going to glue it. And I did ink the inside a little bit. And there's no need to put a ton of glue on here. Barely any was coming out, even though it looked like I was putting a lot on there. I didn't ink the card. For goodness sake. Should be doing this off camera. And then the big card may or may not have a tab, and in fact I think it might be kind of fun to put 2 tabs on it, one at the top and one at the bottom. We could have glued the belly band in half and made 2 cards. That would have been kind of fun. Which I could still do that if I wanted to. Alright, there wasn't very much glue on there, so let's kind of refresh it a little bit. Alright, this is directional. I don't measure. I just kind of eyeball it, put it where I want. I think it's a little high, but I wonder we might be able to. I think we could get away with putting a charm on this one. So let me think about that. And then we'll have the big card underneath going through here. Okay? And then, I'm going to have to cut some more. So we may come back to this and do something on the back. And of course we're going to do something on the front. And my first thought is to put another belly band on the front. That'll be fun. Okay, so I'm going to paper clip this on here and put that on there. And then we'll go on to the next page. So no need for you to watch me ink that forever and glue it down. And then page 4 is going to involve quite a bit of inking as well. Alright, this houndstooth is going to be our paper. Before you think, oh, my eyes are going to bleed. Don't worry. We're going to tone it down. You know, once I saw the envelope was going the wrong way, I could have switched them around. I could have glued that 3 to 4 and done 4 on 3. Oh well. What color's on the back here? Just because it's easier to see. Where I'm marking it. Let's check the width. A lot of inking. You know what I just realized? This bracelet on my left arm here, that little one, I've hardly ever taken it off. Hardly ever. And I just realized that it was 22 years old. I got it at the Grand Canyon, and it was made by Native Americans. And the seeds, these are seeds, not beads, the brown, are to ward off evil spirits or bring you good luck, in other words. Okay, so that's going to be the paper. Then we're going to take this one and put it here. You know, we need to cut both of them though, and then we're going to have to notch them at the same time so that the notches line up. Oh, do we need the notches to line up though? I think not. I think it would be fun for not. Okay, so we're going to make a pocket here. I think Oz is going to bark. Oz. I think I caught him in time. Maybe not. So we're going to put that pocket there. Then we're going to put this pocket here. And then I think next video we'll go back with the ephemera, the pocket ephemera, things like that, and fill in 1 through 4. And then go on to page 5. I think that's what we'll do. It's too empty right now. Okay. I put this paper on the top because I thought it matched the paper on the bottom. I'm thinking we might need 2 thumb holes instead of 1 in the center. We might need 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. And remember, this top paper is directional. It's got writing on it. So it's going to go this way. This is going to be our top. This one's also directional. I'm just inking over everything. I don't care. Too much inking. See how much inking this is? So I think maybe we could put 2 on the bottom one, 1 on the top one. I was going to say I couldn't remember if we started on the long side. Usually I start on the short side. Okay, so I think what we'll do, instead of putting these two on top of each other, well, they're going to be back a little bit. I think I'll just go with one. So we have to glue this on. We have to glue this little cutout. Ink this little cutout. Just a little bit so that it'll slide, but not very much. Okay. Glue this one on. I'm only 2 episodes away from finishing Everwood, which is on Freebie right now, which Amazon bought Freebie. I don't know if any of you know that. So we're going to need 2 cards for, oopsie, what am I doing? For this as well. And we'll make them out of the scraps of something else. Remember, you want to make sure they're both right side up. And we could do opposites. We could take the leftovers from the pockets and make the cards and make them the opposite, which is probably what I think we're gonna do. What in the world? all these bracelets. They didn't all come in a group. All these bracelets came from Temu. But I bought one batch as a set, and there's a couple of beads or strings I took out of that one because they were just regular plastic beads in plastic colors, and I didn't like them, so I didn't use them. Alright, so that's that, and we'll of course do something on here, and then I think we'll take the opposites and make the pockets, the cards, and I'll do that off camera. Oh, we can't do that because on this one it would put this with that. Oh, we could use the houndstooth to make the card, and then that would match the paper page. Okay, so I'll do that off camera for those two. Then I will glue the belly band on here, and I will cut out the ephemera before we come back, and then we can fill some of the pockets and see where we're at as far as ephemera and pocket ephemera and what we need to make by hand. Okay? Alright, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.